Hi, hello, and welcome. I am definitely not Leah, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on an Enhancement Shaman in Dragonflight Season 2. The rules for this series are, I can't group with anyone I know, I can only join a pug for one more dungeon if I'm not hosting and they're not out DPSing me by a lot, I can't send myself gold from my other characters, accept any free gold or buy a WoW token, I have to clear every dungeon on a plus 20 on either Tyrannical or Fortified, I just have to get all the portals, and I have to hit 2,800 rating. Okay, so in this recording session, I don't actually have anything to do before I get started with my runs, so I don't have a little preamble to talk about before I get going with dungeons. Actually, yes, I do. My mounts are messed up and some other stuff is messed up because I need to relog before I can actually get started with the dungeons. Clearly, summoning the wrong mount is absolutely unacceptable in a Freehold run, so we're gonna have to log out and log back in to fix our thing. It might be a full restart of the game, we'll see. Because what happened is, and then while I was recording in the previous session, my favorites got reset because that's what happens when you disconnect. So I'm hoping logging out and logging back in might fix it. If not, then I have to restart the game and that'll fix it. I'm hoping that relogging should be enough to actually, okay, that was enough to fix it. Good. Now I can ride this poor bird that has to carry my giant ass Tauren. It's a strong bird. Anyway, we're doing a 17 Freehold. I'm going to queue us up and try and find us a group. I was having a really hard time finding people to join me for the plus 15 Neltharion's Lair, so what we ended up doing was actually getting a couple of DPS to join us, and then I passed lead to one of the DPS that's higher rated than I was, and they queued us up because that made it a bit more appealing, and I feel like that helped us find a tank and a healer. Hopefully I won't have to do it again. I prefer not to have to let other people do the queuing for me. 445 and 438 for a 17. What are they trying to get? Maybe they're trying to get the Druid, the thing. 446 tank and a hunter. What the heck are these people? I guess people are just trying to get the trinket. Okay, I'll take the hunter and the tank. The hunter's being carried. Fuck it. I mean, this is part of the pugging experience. Sometimes you get people that are decked out that just want to do the key you're doing. I'll take a freebie. Hopefully you guys don't mind. We do have another DPS slot left. We can grab this rogue. There's also a decked out hunter, but I think maybe the rogue should be better, or maybe the monk. I don't know. I don't know what I should grab from this. We'll grab the rogue just because they're the lowest item level. Not as like a sign of disrespect or anything, just to try and balance it. Like, they're higher item level than I am, but that's because I'm kind of low item level for a 17. But I'm glad people are willing to join. I'm just gonna have to be extra careful because things are really gonna hurt. One thing that I really want to check actually before I get started is I'm gonna go with the mythic dungeon tools. That is not what I wanted to see. I wanted to see Freehold, and where I wanted to see the Iron Tide Enforcer. Okay, so the Shattering Bellow is physical damage, so I can actually use my Stone Skin Totem for it. 10% physical damage less. I would have to kick a DPS to invite you guys, so I'm just gonna decline you because I'm not gonna be rude like that. I'm gonna delist and relist. Probably should have done that instead of clicked all the kicks anyway. And now we wait for a healer. All right, we've got a, never mind, we don't. And now we don't have a tank either anymore. So we're going to take this tank because the tank and the hunter left. They decided that they were not having fun anymore. A 445 priest? What is a 445 priest looking for in a 17 Freehold? Is something good drop for priests from here? We're gonna grab the, what do I take? Like, everyone outgears me, so it's like you can say everyone's carrying me. We'll grab Crazy Eye because he's highest rated and not that much more geared than I am. Yeah, we'll take Crazy Eye. Maybe I should have just waited for a healer to show up that might be queuing with a DPS, but I don't know. It's getting annoying. I love the audacity of 445 or 446 people where they queue up for a group that has 3 DPS expecting to have someone kicked to invite them. No, you get declined. That's just rude. That's bad manners. I'm gonna delist and relist just so these people aren't waiting in the queue and wasting their time. Well, my power went out right as I was forming the group, but luckily people decided to stick around. That's amazing. I'm gonna do a pull timer for them. People can use whatever they want to use before we get started. I asked the tank if he wanted me to bloodlust on the first pull. He said let me stack them, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for the tank to stack them up, and then we're gonna bloodlust. Use a totem here. We're gonna use the stone skin totem and everything. We're gonna beacon, and we're gonna bloodlust after the beacon. Drop the wolves. We're gonna use the group heal here. Doom winds, knock up, stun totem on top of everything. They're gonna get moved out of the stun totem. Unfortunately, no, most of them got caught by it, so we're fine. I was a little scared here for a second because we started getting very low, but we stabilized, so all is well. It was just the initial start. That big shout that's gonna come in through now, we're gonna use a defensive on it. I'm very worried about Oh, that bolster came through strong. I don't think we should have tunneled the enforcer a bit harder to make sure that he actually dies. Jesus Christ, man. That shoot was taking me out. Okay. Well, I think that's about as rough as it gets here, so I think we're okay now. We've got that totem down. We're going to move it over here with relocation, and we can start zigzagging. Focus on that bone saw, target the other bone saw, ghost wolf to remove the snare, interrupt this, knock up as well, because we couldn't interrupt both of them. They started casting at the same time. Unfortunately, cannot reach this guy. Actually, I can. Very nice. He's not in my line of sight? What do you mean? Am I standing in poison here? I'm not. I literally just can't hit him. He's kind of weird. Okay, I think we can finish him off now. We're getting shot. I don't like that. I don't like being shot. I know, controversial opinion, but I do not like being shot. I'm gonna wait for the first shout, and then we're gonna drop our stone skin totem. There's the shout. We're gonna drop the stone skin totem. I did check. They are physical damage. I always thought they were some kind of magical damage, but it makes sense them being physical. We're going to use a defensive here because I'm kind of low and the shout's coming through. And now it's Jesus take the wheel kind of moment. Make sure I don't get hit by that. I'm terrified of just getting one shot. There's going to be some bolster shouts coming through. I'm just going to make sure that I'm topped off on health before any of the shouts come through. I need to heal. We have a potion available, so we're going to full heal if we need to, but I think this guy's dead before he does anything else. That is terrifying. Just trying to stay alive can be very detrimental to my DPS apparently, but we made it through. Stone skin totem as well. I don't know if his damage at the start is physical or not, like the shots that he does. Gonna actually focus up. This is the highest key I've done on the shaman so far, and I am not overgeared at all. Usually I have a policy of overgearing the stuff I do by as much as I possibly can. He actually transitioned into phase 2 at the perfect possible time, and use friendly health bars so I can stay away from people and not have the thing overlap. At least I'm going to try and do that, but the tank's moving a lot and I'm having a hard time doing that. I'm gonna self heal here. I'm just very conscious about not, why are we all stacked here? We have 2 range that can fuck off to the other side. Like, I'm trying to survive here. You guys are not making it easy for the priest. My DPS is atrocious because I'm just trying to move out of shit because all the ranged are stacked on the melee on the boss where you should spread out if you can. Getting very salty, but at this point, this is not a shit key. People should know what they're doing. Maybe I should get better at what I'm doing. That's the only thing I can't control. Well, I'm gonna go this way, I guess. All right, I feel like this is a good position for me now. I'm gonna use Ghost Wolf to reset that, kick that. I did not reset it with Ghost Wolf because it was on cooldown. The movement speed bonus was on cooldown because I used Ghost Wolf while I was inside of this. Sheesh, man, that was rough. My damage was abysmally low on the boss fight. Do not like that. Turn off friendly health bars. I want to see shit. Wind Fury Totem and just keep going. Don't skin that before it hits the group just to reduce it by 10% is not a small amount. Ooh, the backhand. That would have killed me probably. He's going to beat the shit out of him while we're moving. Is this considered a drive-by? I mean, we're driving by while he moves, but a drive-by is when you drive by someone and you know, shoot him up. But we weren't driving by him. We were kind of just staying with him. So it's a drive along, not a drive by. I don't know. We're going to drop our totem. We're going to beacon, knock everything up to trigger the thing. As I see the hunter use his thing, stunning this, kind of spread out. We're going to use a stone skin totem and we're going to start zooging a bit harder here because I saw that I had a proc. I'm going to use Ghost Wolf to break that. Sundering. Should be prioritizing Crash Lightning more in AoE situations, but I'm just not good yet. I feel like a burden in this run, to be honest. For instance, I could have used Wolves here, like probably twice in this fight, and I didn't use it once because I'm just not used to using them often. I hope this group gets pulled because I've got, yeah, okay, the tank's going for it because I've got very bad experiences from before. Tank hasn't have much aggro here, so I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Rat Trap's coming in. I'm going to put a focus on this for the Frost Breath when it comes through. I'm getting hit by something. It's done everything with the Sundering. Gonna knock everything up real quick. Interrupt that with the I got stunned. I was terrified. I thought I stepped into a trap, but I just got stunned by the Swabby debuff because I jumped. I'm stunned again because I tried to jump again. I'm gonna, okay, I managed to move out of the thing. I'm gonna use a group heal here. I see a lot of low health bars, including the tank. I do not want that to be the case, so we're gonna group heal here because it's a bit of a messy fight, it looks like. We have bolster on the regular mobs. I don't really care about the regular mobs getting bolster though. Of course, Thorm's Invocation loves the proc on trash. Not on regular trash, but on trash, like regular NPCs. One Brian skill focused, the other one targeted. We're gonna interrupt one and sundering the other, but I guess I sundered now, but we'll knock up one and blah 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 blah. You get what I mean. That's a big fucking pull. We're gonna do a knock up right now because I see cast bars going through. Dogs, Doom Winds, try to blast it. We're gonna drop a stun totem here. I'm trying to commentate too much. Oh man, I don't like that. I'm gonna reincarnate here. I'm gonna try to health potion into self-healing and to knock up for the group to reduce the incoming damage. Gonna slow it on top of the tar trap, physical damage reduction, sundering. Tank's getting his ass kicked. He should be kiting. We're gonna slow this with a frost strike. Blind range going through on me. I'm just gonna move away. Not worth taking the damage, risking anything. lightning bolt this asshole and move on. Woohoo! Okay, Wind Fury Totem beacon while they're still grouped up. Here we go. Doggos. Eudora's gonna jump. She's gonna jump over there. I'm stuck in a really bad spot. Jumpy jump. Okay, we're good. Reapply Wind Fury Totem. I just didn't want to get hit by the crap from Eudora, so I was worried. Sundering. Hopefully keep them in the thing. Shankton. We're gonna see if they get Tiger's Lust. It looks like they got Tiger's Lust. Maybe they use something of their own to reset it. I have Wind Strike, so I can move away from this without worrying. Very good. We have new dogs. We have another proc of Wind Strike. We're gonna stand in the circle because then we can do the thing. We have to move all the way to right here. That's the best call I can make. And oh, that jump might cost me getting hit. I didn't get hit. I got lucky. Managed to time it, but didn't do it intentionally. Stone Skin Totem, outer shot. I'm going to use a defensive here. Probably should have used it sooner rather than after getting hit, but what can I do? Standing in the blue circles to get extra buffs. Blackout barrel coming through. We'll see if it's removed by the monk. It's not. Monk is moving the boss on top of the barrel person, which is never good because then you get barrel smash on top of the person who has the barrel on top of them and can't move out of it. So when you're the tank, you're supposed to just not keep it, just like take him away from someone who's barreled. And when you're a monk tank, you're supposed to use Tiger's Lust that you have built into your kit. Okay, once I see the Buccaneer start spinning, we're going to use a knock up. There it is. We're going to use Blind Rage, so we're going to use Sundering here. I should probably use Sundering more offensively than that, but what can I do? My brain hasn't wrapped around that idea yet. Blackout barrel coming through, but we killed the boss before we killed the barrel, so we're just gonna do that. He's going bananas. I don't want to use any CC on this. That's not particularly dangerous. I'm more worried about the scrappers. Here's the Blind Rage. I'm gonna kill this guy. I moved away from mine and just killed the other one. Fuck him. Okay, we're gonna put down Totem. 5 seconds until we can do Beacon. So we're gonna go do Beacon now, and then Doggos into Doom Winds into Crash Lightning. We have Wind Strike. That's good. There's gonna be 5 billion Chain Lightnings coming out. I feel like an Elemental Shaman now. Use Sundering here. I should have probably used it sooner, but what can I say? I'm just stupid like that. I don't use it often enough. I think I need to adjust the WeakAuras for it to shine when it's off cooldown, just to attract my attention a little bit more. But the doggos also shine and they don't attract my attention enough, so I don't know what to do at this point. I just need some practice without commentary because the commentary is a bit distracting when I'm trying to learn a new class. But I guess that's part of the challenge for the series, I guess. I wanted to say I guess again, but then I caught myself, but I didn't catch myself on time, so I said it halfway. I guess that's what I get when I'm a little bit flustered. And knock up here so we don't have to deal with the guy going bananas. Not much else to interrupt here. I'm just supposed to use Sundering. Doggos have been up who knows how long as well. Focusing on using Chain Lightning and Crash Lightning whenever I can. So Crash Lightning takes precedence because Chain Lightning lowers the cooldown of Crash Lightning. Okay, I had a bit of time here because the group is chill. There's not much to CC there. Pulling that into the Crusher, it looks like, or are we just pulling that? We're pulling that into the Crusher. No, we're just pulling that. No, we're pulling that into the Crusher. Tank just kept moving back and forth. I couldn't tell. We're going to tunnel into the Crusher. We're going to use our cooldowns here. We do have Bloodlust available, but there's not been any big pulls yet, so I don't know what to use the Bloodlust on. Ground Slam's coming through. I'm just going to switch to be able to tunnel this guy. I'm going to interrupt him just to move him up there with the rest of us. I want to kill this thing before it starts casting at us from behind without anyone hitting it. Stone Skin Totem for the tank. Somebody did go and start the pig event before. Ooh, Crazy Eye got taken out. He was keeping his Crazy Eye on it instead of his Good Eye, so he didn't see it coming. I'm going to beacon this just because we want to use the beacon on cooldown. Alright, that should finish this off. Very good. There's Ludwig. We're going to drop this. Wind Fury Totem. Should be using Sundering. Storm Strike Shell Bounce. I should be standing on this side of him. Made the same mistake last Freehold run that I did, where I stood on the wrong side of him and kept getting hit by the Shell Bounce. Here I can't really afford to do that because it's Fortified 17 and I'm going to get a fucking one shot by him. Maybe not one shot, but they're going to hurt like hell. And I don't want to find out. All right, we got a bazillion Storm Strikes in. That's good. I love that feeling. Okay, tank wants to do stuff while the boss comes in. That's really good. It's very efficient use of time. We're going to knock everything up here. Use Doggos. Just tunneling into the caster. People are dropping all their CC. We're going to interrupt that and have everything stunned. Sundering is going to come through and interrupt more stuff. And use Stone Skin Totem. Doggos. Keep mashing those AoE buttons. Yeah, this is definitely demanding, like the rotation itself is demanding a lot of my attention. Not because it's complex and it has a bunch of buttons. I'm going to Bloodlust this, fuck it, because it's a boss fight. Yeah, Bloodlust off cooldown. But yeah, it doesn't demand a lot of my attention because it's complicated or anything. But it demands a lot of my attention because I'm not good at it yet, and it requires a lot of like decision making constantly. Like you constantly need to be choosing what are you going to spend your globals on. Are you going to try and reset Storm Strike with one thing or another thing? So while the priority list is relatively simple, having multiple choices sometimes makes it a little bit more difficult. Got knocked back into a pool of blood, so I used my jump just to get back at him. I counter boinged his boing. I'm going to beacon Oh, I'm gonna hit by that. Owie, that hurts. Owie, that shark hurts. Owie, everything hurts. Okay, stone skin totem, just to help out with the auto attacks, I guess. I don't know. I had a global up, so I just decided to use it. Maybe I'm overusing stone skin totem now, to the detriment of my DPS. Boss should be going down here, I think. Oh, I got hit by a shark. I didn't even realize. Gonna heal. Crazy Eye over there. He popped his thing as well. I am in combat for some reason. I'm no longer in combat. I can now mount. I don't like the fact that I get the Duskwing Ahuna even though it's a flying mount while I'm in a ground mount only area. I don't know. It just bothers me because I'd like to use my really much cooler non-flying mounts like the Steelbound Devourer. We're looking at the Storm Callers. Focus one, target the other, and we're going to tunnel into them. A Stone Skin Totem here. I'm going to drop the fucking big boy. We're knocking this up. Sundering for some CC. Focus interrupt that. Need Wind Fury Totem. Ghost Wolf to remove that so I can stay on top of them. I don't have dogs up like a dum-dum. Stunning them with my Tauren thing. Stunning them with this. I'm stuck in the fucking fence post. I'm just gonna release. It's not worth the battle res. Not that we have one. Tank just went down as well. Maybe I should have saved my bloodlust for that and not for the shark boss. Giving people movement speed over there. Slowing things with my totem. Trying to wait for the tank to grab aggro. Crazy, I got bombed in the noggin. Still waiting for the tank to pick up aggro. It's very hard to reset aggro like that. Painful motivation is gonna get interrupted. We're just gonna look to heal them. I can't get to that. Somebody got to it. Good. We're gonna knock everything up just to reduce the damage that's coming in. We're gonna try and finish off this Mastiffs. They're gonna buff the Enforcer, unfortunately, but one guy buffed beats three guys beating you up, right? I think, I hope, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what to do here. We're gonna beacon this motherfucker. There we go. 1.1 million damage ought to make it easier to kill him. There we go. Okay. Bit hectic, but we got it to work. It's fine. Okay, we're gonna kick that guy just to group everything up immediately. Doggos, Doom Winds, Crash Lightning, Sundering right away. Focus on the guy that we need to interrupt. Knock up into a stun totem. Rogue kick the thing. Gonna drop down Stone Skin Totem. I don't know if we should focus the Enforcer or the fucking other guy. Tank's definitely getting his ass kicked though. I don't have Stone Skin Totem for this. It's gonna hurt. I'm gonna use the group AoE heal and try to do as much damage as I can. I'm hoping that helps. Okay, we got through it. Oh boy, okay. Yeah, I'm so fucking squishy, man. With 424 item level, this is actually kind of rough. Just gonna go out and drop Stone Skin here. Doggos, Wind Fury Totem, reapply. So I don't have to do it for the rest of the fight. And we're gonna try and actually do some damage here. I'm gonna try and focus up here. There we go. I shut up there and just let myself actually play the game. I didn't do much better. Oh, we're missing percent. Are you fucking kidding me? What? I guess we could have killed some extra stuff around the shark boss. Didn't realize we were missing percent. I have this thing where I never, like, if we're killing the last boss, I just assume we have percent, and I shouldn't do that. I guess we should be focusing the Mastiff. I don't even know. We're missing 2%. A Mastiff is less than 2%. But we killed the squishies, and I think we should be fine. There we go. That was rough. That was a +1. I feel like I did not contribute. Thank you for the carry. That's what I'm gonna write. Oh, the rogue got the dice. Congrats, rogue. That's pretty fucking awesome. Okay, well, I don't know. I feel like I had my moments, but I'm not happy with how I played. I didn't do the DPS I would like to do, and I think it was mostly because I was constantly afraid for my life because I'm squishy. So that's something that I need to get used to, actually, just being squishy. I'll leave party, and I think I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat. I'm pretty happy about the fact that we have this 17 clear, just because that'll let us get a myth tier item. But I will focus on replacing my veteran tier gear rather than just getting a myth tier piece for something that I already have really, really good. But we'll see what we get. Very, very likely I will take the myth tier piece. So the rest of these are kind of meh, whatever. I guess another thing I can focus on is to just maybe bump up some of these runs that I have. I think I only have a few. Yeah, I got a couple of them that are at 9. Could be nice to just kind of bump those up. I feel like upgrading the champion pieces might be better than trying to get Drake crests for this, because then I can replace them later with some other stuff. I don't know. I'm not currently I usually just gear bit by bit. I take it very gradually, but with this character for some reason I'm just kind of rushing up ahead a bit, even though I should really try to outgear the content I'm doing just because I'm so squishy and I'm new to the class. I don't know. Should I just drop the Vortex Pinnacle and do it for Drake crests, or what should I do? Maybe I should try the join freeholds that are like 11 or something. I think I'll do that. Yeah, let's queue up for some freeholds and just have some fun. All right, I've decided to do a 10 freehold for a chance at the champion tier trinket. We're doing it with the group you can see on the screen. We have a Slightly undergeared here to healer, but it's a 10, so I'm not too worried. The reason I'm doing a 10 is because I'd like to get some more Drake Crest fragments. That should bring us another Drake Crest. And then I think I'm just going to start farming nothing but worms, Shadow Flame Crests, and say, fuck it. I'm going to eat. And then I think the leader's going to put in the thingy thing. Oh, this guy got pooped on. But I'll talk to you at the end of the dungeon. It was a pretty chill run. We had some pretty good moments of just using a bunch of CC quite efficiently to just completely lock down a group. It was pretty nice. But other than that, not much really happened. I think the only death in the run is just me. I tunneled a bit too hard. My Zug per minute went into the stratosphere, and I completely ignored the fact that I was being targeted by the guys with blinding rage. How am I supposed to get there? I guess I just jump over. Never mind, tank ran over that way. Tank also picked up the guy that explodes. Yeah, the difference between a 10 key and a 17 key is kind of funny. How much shit you can just tank to the face. And there we go. Let's see. No fucking way, dude. That's so fucking lucky. Holy shit. Give me that. I want it. Goodbye, Paracausal Fragment of Azeroth. Hello, Harlan's Loaded Dice. That's an item level upgrade as well, I believe. That's fucking great. Thank you for the run. We're going to leave party. It was a good run. It was a really good run. Tank was really good. Practically unkillable. Okay. We can craft another Drake Crest. I think that's the last one I'm going to actively seek out. We're now going to focus on Worms Crests. So we're going to do a 13. I'll try to do a 13 for one of these that we have at +9. Ideally, Halls of Infusion. That's the most rating I can gain because I have a +9 and the Uldaman is a +9. I'm not too fussed about which one I upgrade, honestly. It doesn't matter too much. The only rating that actually matters is the one near the end. So no biggie either way. What should I upgrade? The dice give me more stats. They give me 12 agility and more stats on the proc, but the legs give me 14 agility and a bunch of other stats like haste and mastery. So I think I'm just gonna go for legs, and now we're just gonna focus on getting to a high enough item level using worm crests, because I don't feel like farming Drake crests anymore. I don't really have the time to do that in the day. Like today I'm doing a double recording session so that I can edit one video, and then tomorrow I can edit or I record one video and edit 2 videos, and then on Thursday I get to have a day off. I'll see. Maybe I record one and edit one tomorrow, and then on Thursday I just edit a video and I don't record. We'll see. The editing takes far more time than recording, to be honest, so editing 2 videos in a day might not be a thing I can do other than during the weekends. It's an interesting graph. Like, it just starts at 50k. Supposedly the priest wasn't doing 50k the entire time. He was doing 3.5k DPS. There's something buggy with these graphs. Just don't make any more sense. Like, I'm gonna start just removing the graphs. I don't like the graphs, just make 0 sense. Anyway, what do we have? We have a Vortex Pinnacle. Should I just drop my Vortex Pinnacle? I have a +11 VP. I could bump that to a 13. The reason I'm going for a 13 specifically is because then there's no bolstering and people are much more likely to join that. It makes the keys super easy because I'm just trying to farm crests. I'm not trying to push rating. The reason I'm looking at these is because I don't know, I like getting the rating, but in the end it doesn't really matter. You can try so hard and get so far, but like I said, in the end it doesn't even matter. So yes, I'm just gonna drop my key instead of trying to join people's keys. Here we go. 13 Vortex Pinnacle. That should actually bump up my rewards to 434. Yeah, 434. I was looking at the top one, not the improved item. Whatever. We're gonna bump it up to 434, and that'll be nice. Start a group, list group, and hope for the best. All right, we're getting ready to run a 13 Vortex Pinnacle. That's my key. Says 12, but that's because I put it in just now. We got this group that you see on the screen right now. Focus on this thing. Tank didn't say anything about bloodlusting first pull. He's pulling the extra one, so we're going to bloodlust once they're grouped up just a little bit. Do a knock up here, and we're just going to go to town. Beacon into all of my cooldowns. Going to kick the Cyclone. That's most important. I'm not worried about dying here. Wind Fury Totem's down. Going to go into Ghost Wolf so I can get rid of that. Do not want to stand in that. Fresh Wolves. Chain lightning, and these circles can fuck off. I really hate these enemies. It always feels like a giant waste to use bloodlust on them, but they're also so beefy that it feels like you kind of have to bloodlust them to make it an efficient run, like especially when it's a fortified week. Oh, I really hope that dies. Never mind. I'm just gonna save my doggos for the next thing. Okay, there's a totem there. Gonna put down a Wind Fury totem as well. Gonna relocate. Never mind, not gonna relocate. We'll relocate when we can. Like right about now is good. Doggos, knock up. I will field my knock up. I'm gonna drop my stun totem. There's a bunch of them, and I'll save my... No, I won't save shit. I gotta stun them because there's gonna be 2 cyclones otherwise. One of them hasn't casted yet. I think they got interrupted by someone in the group. Healer went down. Trying to stun everything with my sundering. Fresh doggos. Use the group heal here just to try to recover some of the health we were losing. I probably should have used it sooner. I keep forgetting that it exists. I'm gonna hold my Doom Winds. They just came off cooldown. I'm gonna use it on the next group. Top off whoever's here so we can get started as soon as possible. I don't have a Windrush totem to get these people over to us faster. Just yelling in the background. I apologize. There's a lot of shit going on in my house today, so there's a bunch of neighbors talking. Interrupted one of the wind rushes, so that's good. We're gonna get out of this and we're gonna jump back in as soon as we can. Kick the cyclone, drop doggos, drop doom winds, and just go to town. Sundering to try and CC some of that shit. Gonna have to knock this up. I'm gonna get hit. No, I almost got hit. I was worried for a second there. I'm just very squishy. I've been very scared of getting killed because I've died a few times in the runs lately where I am convinced I would have not died if I was a paladin or a warrior or something like that, just because I'm squishier now. And somebody had asked me, I think it was Mino actually, do I feel like I die more now that I'm on the shaman? And the answer is yeah, definitely. I'm starting to notice it. Gonna use a defensive here for the turbulence. Gonna knock these guys up. That was a worst possible time to knock them up. We used Sundering there to interrupt both of those. I should use Sundering more offensively. I don't use it enough. I definitely need to improve that. Fresh doggos, keep wind striking. We're gonna try and finish these guys off. We have wind strikes again. I switched to a lightning bolt. Use this. That keeps lining up with the druid's speed ability. Doom winds for this. I think I'm gonna drop a earth elemental totem here. I don't know if that's good or not, but I just need to get used to using it because I haven't been completely neglecting that button. I feel like it can't hurt here. It's not like we're gonna, you know, misposition the mobs or anything like that. There's the turbulence. It'll die before it finishes casting that completely, or channeling or whatever. Looking at the lurking elemental in the behind. Be good. We're going to jump off to the side here and just immediately get started. Doggos into Sundering, into more Storm Strike spam. We're going to interrupt that. Lightning Bolt to reset Storm Strike. Keep spamming Wind Strike here the entire time unless don't get a reset. Then we can fit in a Lightning Bolt. New Doggos. Keep moving to the right so we avoid the orbs. I'm going to use the group heal here. Help keep everyone nice and healthy, including myself after I got clipped by that. Feel like I'm getting quite a bit of healing done for the healer here, so that's very, very good. I feel useful. I like feeling useful. Interrupt that. Reduce the damage going to the group. Sundering for the mastery. Doom winds. That's a good overlap. Unfortunately, I just don't have anything to use. Storm Strike spam coming in. Interrupt that lightning bolt. Got fresh doggos. I feel like it's worth using. They come off cooldown super fast. I shouldn't be holding on to doggos for too long. And that's the boss. Very nice. Okay. I'm gonna see if we can totemic relocation over to here. We can't. Okay. Fresh Wind Fury Totem. Fresh Wind Fury Totem. Just waiting for the boss, or the boss to tank. I keep calling tanks bosses. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. Okay, doggos into Sundering. And drop a stun totem on top of them. Fuck them. Just keep them stunned for as long as possible. We're going to drop a Stone Skin Totem. There's a lot of these going through. We can actually purge here. Might not be a horrible idea to purge. I'm going to do the Tauren Stun just to make sure that none of these go through because they're very, very fatal. I'm going to start actually dispelling these. Okay, that was a bit too little too late, and I probably should have used more damage. I feel like I could have done that more quickly by just dealing damage to them. I don't know. I feel like on higher keys, it might be worth doing the dispel rather than the damage. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see where the tank wants to go. Does he want to skip the... He doesn't want to skip them. Does he want to pull into the boss? I hope not. Or not the boss, the mini boss. We're going to kick that. And we'll purge the other one if he gets it through. Knock up and we should be fine. Okay, we're going to Stone Skin Totem this. Wind Fury Totem into Doom Winds and just start spamming. I'm going to move to the right. Healer went down. Healer's kind of lower item level, so he's squishy. Just quickly put focus on that one so I can interrupt them when the time comes, like right now. I see Buffett coming through. Group heal is going to go through. Probably should have used the group heal sooner. I wasn't being smart about it. Tank's having a hard time. Yeah, pulling these guys on Fortify is not a good idea. Hopefully we can finish off the dragon here. Okay, we finished off the dragon. We're going to purge the assassin. Should be fine now. Ghost Wolfing to get out of that. I was a little bit worried. We can stun this guy if he tries to cast it. I don't think he will. Thundering for mastery. Dogs into Storm Strike spam. People are slacking on the releases. They could have released and come back already. I think the healer's just running the full way instead of taking the shortcut. Now he realizes he could take the shortcut. He might be new. That's okay. It's a learning experience, that's for sure. We're going to help out our warlock friend by some off heals. There you go, buddy. Off heal myself as well. Are we going to take the other two assassins? We should probably take the other two assassins. There we go. Hank seems to be on board with my suggestion. I suggested it by literally moving towards them. It's two that we can kill while we wait for the healer. Okay, healer's actually here now as well, so we should be fine. I'm going to kick this one when he starts casting, and the other one I'll focus so that I can purge him if he does get the cast through, if somebody doesn't interrupt him. Okay, the hunter interrupted him. Very good. I don't want to use anything on just two enemies. We're just going to hold things for the next group. Tank is a little bit scared now, I think, after seeing us kind of wipe, but I think it's just the dragons. It doesn't need to be that scared. We're going to drop a stun totem. That should stun the gust soldier if he starts casting his thing. If not, I'm going to use our racial like this. Very good. We have the knock up available from when we see the cloud bursts, and now we're going to actually drop the things. Cyclone's coming through, so we're going to do the knock up now. We have Sundering still left. I kind of want to use that for the cloud burst like right about now. I was waiting to see if the other Thundering Skull was started, but I could just kick it. We're gonna purge that because it's worth the global, more than a global of damage, that's for sure. So it's worth purging the one guy. It's just when there's 10 of them, AoEing might be better than individually dispelling. Okay, tank skipped the assassins to go into that poll. Maybe he's counting on people's cooldowns. I don't know. We're gonna dispel that real quick. Somebody kicked the other one. I'm gonna drop the Wind Fury totem. Okay, there's one cloudburst. We're gonna kick the one cloudburst. There's interrupts going through. We're gonna dispel a bit more. We're gonna knock up this, dispel again. Okay, we're gonna just beacon this entire group. There we go. I need to use sundering more. I just really need to use sundering more. I need to adjust my WeakAuras accordingly. Hopefully we didn't pull the mini boss. Okay, it looks like we won't pull the mini boss. That's good. I don't have a kick for that, but I have a purge for it, so I don't have a kick for this. And we have nothing for that. We're gonna purge again. It's not a big deal. And another purge over here, just to increase the damage throughput of the group. Because if 4 of them have like a 50% DR, like what's the point? I got 1 kick to use, and I didn't have knock up, I think. Maybe at the end of it I did, but I figure I may as well purge as well. Just gonna knock up here. Group should be dead just about now. And there we go. We got doggos. That's the single worst position you could tank the boss in. That's really cool. Tank managed to find it. There's no way for me to get the... Okay, I did manage to get it, but just like a pixel of it. Put him in middle. This is where if I was playing a paladin, I would literally taunt the boss in bubble once he reaches the... I'm so stupid. He stood in the thing. Healer got knocked the fuck out by the breath, it looks like, because he got knocked up or something. I'm not sure. Tank battle res the healer, so we should be good. It looks like I joined a group that's kind of learning, but that's okay. How much I'm fucking up right now, I feel like I'm learning. I'm gonna get knocked up over here. New doggos are available. We have Maelstrom to reset our Storm Strike. We should be using Sundering to reset Storm Strike. We have Wind Fury needs to be reapplied. We have Wind Strikes available, so we should use those. Boss is being nice about giving us good wins, like wind positions. We have new doggos, Storm Strikes back up. We have basically nothing to use. We're gonna beacon, I guess, into some more Storm Strikes. Hopefully we get some more procs. We have Maelstrom to reset. There's another cloud burst. I'm not going to use Doom Winds here. The boss is almost dead, basically. This is extremely hard because the tank is positioning him in the corner instead of the center of the room. And I just stood in a breath. I didn't think I was in it. I'm going to release once the boss is dead. And there we go. So I'm playing poorly because I'm annoyed by how the tank's positioning. I shouldn't be annoyed by it. He just doesn't know any better. He's not trying to sabotage anyone. He just doesn't know any better. If you didn't know, after the first and second boss in this dungeon, if you die during the boss and the boss gets killed, it's faster to release and take a skip than it is to wait for your group to res you, like this hunter just did. That's a little tip I can give you when you fuck up like I did. I honestly didn't think I was in the thing, but oh well, what can I do? Okay, Wind Fury Totem. I should use that before I use any of the other abilities. Yeah, I have 2 sets of doggos out at the same time. Stone Skin Totem, because the Crashing Stomp is actually physical. I didn't interrupt his rally, it looks like, or somebody else interrupted it. I think somebody else interrupted it because I was tunneling on just zoog damage, to be honest with you. Okay, there we go. I think used his speed up, but some of us weren't affected by it, so I'm just going to move our totems around like so. Should get another totemic relocation over here and just get a bit of a more of a buff. Very good. I'll put a focus on Temple Adept, and we're just gonna zoog smash. Thingy thing isn't on me. It is on the hunter. The hunter went down. He is not positioning in the middle. Of course, focus interrupt the heal. Knock up for that smite. Drop a stun totem. Sometimes I'm so focused on utility and stunning and CCing and all that stuff that I don't actually even do damage. Like I'm just literally waiting which global to use on CC, and then I don't do any damage. So what's the point of like trying to determine which one to use when you just don't use any of them like a dum-dum? I don't know. I'm not playing my best today. I've recorded a bunch of dungeons today, and there's going to be basically 2 videos of me kind of sucking. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, but hopefully you guys don't mind too much. I am still learning the class. That's my excuse right now. Focus on the Caliph. We're going to drop a stun totem here. Wind Fury Totem, dogs. This, we're going to drop a Stone Skin Totem as well. Doom Winds. Kick the rally. Accidentally tabbed out of the fucking game. Whoopsie daisy. Knock up these casts. That's a lot of damage, and we should be good now. Saving doggos, no reason to use them now because the shits are almost dead. Focus on the nipple. Look at the star. Out of context, that really sounds weird. It's on me, so I'm hoping I can hit something. I can't actually reach anything from over here. I'm just gonna cast Chain Lightning. Like actually cast. Focus interrupt that. Stone Skin Totem. Crashing thing is coming through. We have a off heal here. I was worried somebody would die. Are you gonna use the Earth Elemental Totem here just to... It's gonna like rip aggro off the tank and it's gonna be annoying, but I don't feel safe right now. Do a little bit of a knock up. Do a stun totem. Get the doggos back out. We're gonna focus interrupt that. I actually switched target to it because I wasn't sure if that was my focus interrupt or not. And we're gonna drop a beacon on this guy. He's got 2 million health left. It's worth using on him. And there we go. He's gone. Doggy hop. Doggy, doggy, doggy hop. Doggy hop. Doggy, doggy, doggy hop. I like the doggy hop because the gif is a lot funnier. And we're bloodlusting. Did I forget the bloodlust on the second boss? Did we have bloodlust available for second boss? I don't know. I don't care. I'm not having a good day. Now I'm just playing poorly today in general. I played poorly in the 17. I feel like I got carried. I hate the feeling of being carried. Hard switching to the add, of course. Jump for the static cling. Ghost Wolf to get rid of that. Global is faster during Bloodlust than it is to run out of it. I'm gonna use our little jump. It gets close to being done. No, please. Ooh, that was way too close. I cut it too close there. Yeah, I'm definitely playing poorly. Like, look at me. I'm just making poor decisions all around. Chain lightning is on me. We're gonna move away from people. There we go. We're gonna want to switch to the add. God, I'm so slow. Jump for the static cling. Move out for the zap. He's trying to cast my patented spell against me. How dare you? I'm getting reverse chain lightning. We do switch. I was looking at the boss's health to determine whether or not we should switch, but there was definitely a switch moment. We're gonna just drop a heal thing for a group here. Gonna do a little jump here. I failed my jump. We're gonna use the Ghost Wolf thing to get rid of the slow. I just use my cooldowns when I have to go and wait for him to get over to us because I'm just a genius today. Like, I'm genuinely playing like ass. I'm sorry. Today was just a bad day for DNV. But we got another worm crest. Didn't get any loot, but I can't ask for more loot. I got the Harlan's loaded dice. I mean, how much better can it get? You're going to click don't show again because this thing is just buggy and I don't even want to look at it. Get it away from me. We're not going to look at the graphs anymore. Thank you for the run and we're going to peace out. Leave party. I am not proud of how I played today, and today includes both this episode and the previous one. Maybe I'm being too harsh on myself. Probably the case. I am still learning the class and I'm only 424 item level. In 17s, that's pretty squishy. It's not impossible, obviously, to do 17s with this item level. You could have a full group of 424 people and they do just fine as long as they're trying their hardest. But it almost feels like I wasn't trying my hardest. I think commentary with the enhancement shaman in dungeons where I'm actually scared to die is actually pretty rough. But oh well, you gotta learn somehow. We're gonna use our worm crests on the offhand weapon this time. I feel like weapon damage increasing can't be a bad thing, along with all the stats I'm getting, and I'm getting quite a lot of stats from upgrading the weapon. We're getting crit, but we're also getting even more haste. It's only 4 haste, so it's not a huge difference, but we're gonna go for the weapon because of the weapon damage, and there we go. That does not increase our item level because we're barely 424 to begin with. Yet slowly but surely, we are getting there for a higher item level. And that's pretty much it for this episode. We did our 17 freehold, so that we have the 1 vault slot that's going to give us a myth tier item. I feel like I underperformed in it. I feel like my DPS wasn't as high as it could have been. I think one of the main reasons why is because I'm just terrified of dying constantly, because I am a lot squishier than the other classes I've played so far, and not just in the series, but in general in the game. Hopefully, as I keep improving at the class and getting more gear, I'll start getting more comfortable and I won't keep freaking out about every single thing, and I'll just focus on the things that can kill me and avoid them. 400 IQ strategy. Don't die, and you don't have to be afraid of dying. But yeah, if you liked the video, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment. I read all of them and reply to most of them. If I, for some reason, don't reply to your comment, you can always reach out to me on the DNV community Discord. It's always linked in the description of the video. There you can also find all of my WeakAuras, add-ons, and anything else you might like. Also, if you keep coming back to the videos and watching them, even though you're not subscribed, please do consider changing that. I'd appreciate it a lot. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.